What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? Let's get into it. Another quick stream coming at you. It's gonna be real quick today, because the brother got things to do. I want to get started how I normally start these things, though, just to get my energy right, get myself in that good energy state, and yeah, we'll go with let's switch up the beat. Let's go here for a second. All right, we're gonna try this one out. All right, quick stream rhyme masters. We're getting into it. I'm gonna start like this, though. Pick up the pace, pick up the energy, pace and the energy. So it always begins like this. Diving deep into my abyss just to see what's coming up, what's missed, what's trying to confuse, what's trying to infuse, what's the power, what do I need to express, what I need to get off of my chest, what do I need to be the best, to always just rise. Got my chest out as I fly over the crest and the valleys in the land of plan. Having a good time, I know who I am. Yes, it be the surname span, expanding your attention span once again. If it gets you past 3 seconds, then you know you're bound to wreck it. That means wrecking your doubts and wrecking the hesitation. Yes, we rocking for a new situation. The circumstances that go around our mind as I open it and try to find a new way just to move your vertebrae and come a new design. It's a new day, how I like to play. Some people call me the rap sensei. I'm more like just the sensei of my energy, bringing it back as we speak it like that and like this, making people raise up a pump of fists. If you see something wrong, then you resist, and that's how we get out of this. Get out of the politics and magicians trying to get you your wish and trying to take your power in the shit to devour. I just try to open up and never cower, just be on my plane, on my own too, just doing my thing, having a good time as I flow from the brain. Play the chords with the piano and sustain, let it hit the melody smooth. I like it, oh, the way I just sounded the groove. Keep it tight like I'm pulling the tooth. Anyway, I'm getting down to the root. And yes, that feels good. I'm feeling good on that. What's good, y'all? It's a quick stream. I'm Desmond, Rhyme Masters. How are y'all doing? Where it's all about personal growth and rap skills. That's what we do here. That's what we get into. Today for the quick stream, what I wanted to talk about, if you're in the world of hip-hop, if you're in the world of rap, you really can't ignore it. You can't ignore what's going on between J. Cole and Kendrick. Can't do it, can't ignore it. And I guess Drake too, but Drake seems to be on the sideline in this latest round. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. The question that I'm posing to myself and kind of posing to you to think about is, are there any, if there are any, what are they? What are the life lessons and insights that we can take from the rap beefs and rap battles? That's what I want us to think about, because we know they're entertaining. I remember back in the day just hearing about Tupac and Biggie and like hearing them just go at each other. But then as I came to understand a little bit more was behind it, and then ultimately the result, right? It was a great loss for hip hop, losing both of those great MCs. It kind of soured me on just rap beefing, you know. And I also have some thoughts around battle rap, so I think I'll talk about that. But for those who are, if you tune in, if you're watching now or we're live, you know, put some comments in the chat. Let me know what you think. Life lessons from rap beefs, can we get them? Because I wouldn't talk about it like I'm not the kind of person that's like, oh, I'm chasing the trend, and like I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that game. But what I want to do I think there are some good moments that we can take out of it. But I want to talk about this. One of the responses to uh, J. Cole and Kendrick, and for those who are unaware completely, there have been basically shots going back and forth. Uh, J. Cole just released his um, Might Delete Later, and then on the last track on the album is a response to Kendrick, and he put that out there. People reacted, and then I guess J. Cole felt some way about it and apologized. And there's two responses to this. One response is, um, you know, if that was right for him, that's what was on his spirit, then cool. You should. I respect the apology. And another response is like, "Not what you're doing. It's hip hop. You know, we need a good rap beef, a good rap battle." So I'm curious to what your thoughts on it. Um, so this whole idea of battle rap, I'll say this. It's like a little story. So growing up, battle rap is basically just rhyming and playing the dozens. Like at the essence, of course, it's expanded beyond that domain, but it's just playing the dozens. For those who don't know what playing the dozen is, it's all about just cracking jokes on each other, right? So the what I noticed growing up is we would play the dozens like in the schoolyard, and I was always kind of like around it. So I would hear people cracking your mama jokes, right? Your mama this, your mama that. And I remember being like, oh, that was funny. Oh, that was this thing. But also kind of being like, I'm scared. Hopefully I don't get caught in playing the dozens. So I would prepare, right? I would start thinking about your mama jokes that I could say. And I would start looking at my peers and start looking for their flaws and be like, ooh, I could probably make a joke about that and make a joke about that. Um, and as I was doing this, I did I noticed how it felt for me to have like to be always looking for the flaws in other people so I could just be prepared to not be embarrassed if I ever got caught in a game of dozens. And that didn't feel good to me. So ever since then, like I just knew that uh, battle rap is just not for me. I respect the craft of it 100%. I've listened to my fair share of battles because the artistry in it is amazing. Um, what they're doing with the schemes these days is like out of this world. And I even think there's some battles now where the the intent is not so much about embarrassing the other opponent, but it's more about uh, like I've seen like Christian battle raps where it's they're going at each other, but it's more towards I guess the uplifting of their religion, right, as opposed to trying to tear each other down. Um, so I respect the art form. I respect it as an aspect of hip hop, 100%. Uh, but I know it's just not for me. So thinking about what's going on with J. Cole, Kendrick, um, and the apology, like, well, before even thinking about the apology, like I wonder this for y'all too. Like, I mean, what do y'all think? Do y'all think like, yes, I think that competitiveness is good for hip hop, and yet there's an aspect to it that can get really, really ugly. And I was a fan, and I still am a fan of J. Cole, but I was more so after the last project and not so much this one because of the beef. Like I found myself just uninterested in Kendrick and J. Cole going at each other lyrically. I'm more interested in the life lessons that come through the exploration of what they're going through, right? Just the cultivating and looking at what's going on in their internal world. So that's that's me. That's what I like from rap these days. It's when folks they go in to find those tension points and they reveal connections. They give us insights into their life and thus give us insights into life in general, right? That's why I teach it as literature, is because it feels much better to do that than to I don't know, like when you've been listening to hip hop 10, 15, 20 plus years, um, a good metaphor, a good pun by itself can only hold so much weight if it's not carrying like a little bit of a food for thought, so to speak. So that's just me. Uh, Now, so I wonder about this. How do we feel about the apology? Let me know in the comments. You can let me know in the chat. How do you feel about the apology from J. Cole? You could probably guess where I'm at with it. And it's, to me, while it may not be a great thing for rap music and rap entertainment, for them not to be going at each other, I think it's a sign of maturity and growth on J. Cole's part. And if you really have an issue with somebody and you want to take it to a record, uh, fine. But I think to manufacture it in this like game that is who's the greatest of all time and the big three in rap, like I think that's good for marketing and attention, but I don't know how good it is for the artistry as a whole. I don't know how good it is for hip hop community as a whole, because those tensions can easily turn into um, real events. Those jabs can uh, become real quick, because you got to remember that we're dealing with folks who, especially talking about J. Cole and Kendrick, the way that they write, and I think that's what makes them really respectable. Is this well, a lot of us, when we go through hard things, we try to numb ourselves to the pain. We turn away from the pain. We ignore the pain. We just try to keep pushing. But these two look at that. They look at that pain. They look at the shortcomings. They look at the places where they fell short, right? And then they take that pain and turn it into the art for us to enjoy. And I feel like that's what the artists that we respect long term do, is they go to those dark places within themselves and then those experiences, those hurt places, their wounds, and turn their wounds into a nice bar, a nice 16, a nice album for us to grow with and nod our head to, right? So that's me. That's where I'm at on it. And I guess, I don't have a succinct way of kind of saying what the life lesson is from it. I just think if a rap beef is a battle, it's like, what are you battling for? Like, what's the point? What are you trying to prove? What are you fighting for? There are some things that are worth fighting for, worth being addressed, worth putting on wax and being like, hey, here's an issue. But I don't think there's real issues between these two that need to be settled this way. I think it's just kind of that good old fashioned, like, I'm better than you. No, you're not. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I am kind of stuff. And that's what, and that's good for entertainment. But after a while, it kind of, as long as we keep it as entertainment, it's fine. But but if it's not in your spirit to do it, then don't do it. And I think that's why I respect J. Cole for the apology afterwards, because he stayed true to his spirit on it. He didn't have to do that. And so I guess the life lesson is, are we able to stay true to our spirit, true to our soul, true to what's inside, when everybody else is saying, nah, you should be doing this, right? When the popular thing or the most obvious thing is to respond in a certain way, are we attuned enough to recognize that tension within ourselves and stay true to that, regardless of what the consequences might be? Because you have to live with yourself much longer than the moment of the battle, right? You got to live with yourself much longer than the moment of the battle. And you're always going to have to be battling within, battling yourself. So, um, yeah, that is what I got today. I want to hold on. Let me bring up some just background music for a second. And I got a couple folks. Looks like you're tuning in. If you got some questions, we can do some questions because I got a little bit of time before I got to get out of here. Um, but if not, it's also something to do. I want to start. I'm curious to what we can do with these streams because again, I'm not trying to do the whole YouTube streamer game. Like I'm not playing YouTube's game at all. Uh, I'm just here to serve you, right? If you're watching this, especially watching it this far, uh, you understand that rap is not just a form of entertainment. It could be a avenue for personal growth, right? And so I want this space on YouTube to just be a space where it actually helps you grow. Um, so yeah, if there are questions in the chat, I'll take a look at them. But other than that, if there are not, um, what I will do is I'm gonna let a few beats play and just give you space. It's gonna be like time for you, right? Because I'm gonna go to looking at the time. Yeah, I do at least 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go to about 3 o'clock my time. So it's about 12 more minutes. So I'm going to shut up. I'm gonna let these beats play and I'm gonna write. I'm gonna invite you to write with me. Maybe oh yeah, matter of fact, yeah, let's do that. Um, I don't have the words, but I said it I said it in a way that I liked, which was it was about the oh, you have to live with yourself longer than the battle. There it is. So there's your prompt to write on. Matter of fact, let me throw that in the let me create a banner real quick. So we got a writing prompt. And it's a little wordy for me for prompts, but longer than battle. Feel free to play with that. So I'm gonna let these beats play. We'll have it scroll across the bottom. There's your writing prompt. So that right there. There it is. But you can make it. Ooh, that's so small. Hold on. Let me not. Let me see if I can get it to where it doesn't scroll. All right. Yeah, it's a little bigger. So the writing prompt. We'll take these last ish minutes, let the beats play, and your writing prompt is this: living with yourself longer than the battle, whatever that means to you. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about tensions between the rap beef, basically between J. Cole and Kendrick, and the apology and stuff like that. One of the little nuggets like that is this idea of living with yourself longer than the battle. So that's your writing prompt. I'm going to turn my mic down, get my journal out right here and right here and write some things. And I'll come back to y'all in a few. Yeah, enjoy this time, yo. Enjoy this time. Let the beats play, right? And about probably like the last 2 minutes, so I'll pop my head up and kind of see, maybe share what I got. They call it good. So enjoy the writing time, yeah. in about you're right, I only got about 3 more minutes to share a few things about it. Not writing on yourself longer. Okay, bring back. Alright. Yeah, I like what I got. I'm gonna share a little bit because why not? Um, feel free to share what you wrote in wherever you see this. Um, and it's well, I'll explain after I share what I got, and I'll just read it verbatim and talk about what and I'm gonna do this without the beat just 'cause it's not ain't ready for that yet. Here we go. Battle echoes of echoes, oh why battle you? Me within when I refuse to stay true. Slamming glitz, leave the mind abused. Salty peanut gallery doing shells reviews. Never stay for the cleanup, begging for the re-up. Another hit, aiming for a C out by the ounce. A liquor, and there it is. Something from the rest of that. That's right. I pause. I guess real quick, I want to talk about this. Just some of the stuff that's going in my mind because I think this is the stuff that you can't, uh, like, you're not in my head, right? I'm not in your head as you're right. So, but I think what makes me do well as a teacher is that I'm good at explaining what happens inside my head as a way to help you kind of guide what goes on in your head when you write. So, um, battle echoes of heckles. So hell, why battle you? It's just basically a reframing of the prompt. Enemy within. When I refuse to stay true, that's pretty straight up. Basically, the idea being that I only have it in within myself when I choose not to be true to myself. Echoing what Bill J. Cole is um, demonstrating when he apologized after putting out his record. Glam and glitz leave the mind abused, and and then glam and glitch, just another way of saying things, celebrity and stuff. Leave the mind abused. There's just a way that being in the spotlight can cause you to do stuff that you normally wouldn't do, right? So that's what glam and glitz is in that line. Salty peanut gallery, uh, throw in shells for the views. So how that line came together, I like how it came together for me, which was it was glam, glitz, and then gallery got connected in my mind. And when I'm thinking of gallery, I'm thinking of the audience. And then the phrase peanut gallery, and then from there it was like, ooh, salty, because salty has the connotation of like being, being feeling, being upset. Um, and then to throw in shells for the views, right? Throwing peanut shells, but there's also the play that he like throwing shells as in like artillery shells, right? But I like that line because like there's that potential of going in that artillery direction, but I didn't go in that direction, but I could have, and then they still came. Never stay for the cleanup. So that now we're in a movie theater. Theater is dirty. So never stay for the cleanup. Just begging for the re-up. Oh, just bagging for the re-up. That's funny. I wrote bagging for the re-up. Because I was thinking about just like a peanut bag of peanuts, like going to get some more to re-up. And then another hit. So need another hit. That's play on like need another hit record, another hit as far as the entertainment hit, and then feeding for the C cup, which allows me to do what I'm going to do next. Because C cup could also use cross eyes, but that's not what it is. Could be that though. But the C cup for me was basically the idea of being clout. So C standing for clout. So clout by the ounce of liquor. So putting basically using the metaphor as clout is liquor. That's what goes off behind those few bars that I wrote in the time. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Just again, just to kind of see what it's like behind the lines and how these things get put together. Um, and you can just kind of see how it's just a blend of like, okay, what you directly want to say, the message combined with like imagery and different metaphors and rhyme sounds and the relationship between all that. It's a beautiful 3D puzzle. It's a beautiful 3D puzzle to put together. And that's why I love rapping so much. Just a beautiful craft for your mind, and then you can do it in the moment with the freestyle, and it feels so much better. So that is it for me, y'all. I'm gonna be out. I need some air horns in my life, so I'm gonna hit you with that. Actually, no, I'm not gonna hit you with that. Now I'm gonna hit you with that. And the next time I'm gonna stream at least once a week. That is my promise to you. Promise to me. So the next time I will be with y'all will be Monday, about 2:30 PST. So what I'll talk about then, I don't know. I might have it planned out. This one is kind of came together right before the moment because those are hard to talk about. So, but yeah, check it out. Again, just support the work obviously by supporting the channel. Subscribe if that feels good. If you like the video, if you like it, comment, of course. But mainly this, if you're feeling like your creativity is suffering from self-doubt, I wrote this book. It's called Fearless Freestyling. It's just $7. Check it out. The link's in the description. Let me know what you think. It's a living ebook, so I'm going to keep making improvements to it throughout the year, throughout the month, as long as I have ideas to make it better. But yeah, check it out. I think it'll help you notice that voice in your head is getting in your freestyling or getting away in your pen or just getting away in your life. So the whole idea is to learn how to use freestyling and practice courage so you can take that courage in your day-to-day life. So that is what it's about. As always, y'all, I will catch you in the next one. Appreciate your time and attention as always. And I will see you when I see you. Keep yourself in doubt.